Whoa. Okay. Hello. We're back. Right. I almost may as well just delete the other campaign. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. When I last left off, I had built a lander, which I'm kind of yeah, this thing, which apparently no. Well, the thing was, I was going to use it as like a 2-stage lander, but apparently you don't really need that. And like I've done it before, but it would just add an extra step. Yeah. And then we wouldn't have to worry about circularizing our orbit as much, maybe. Although, a little bit, but no. I feel like we want more thrust. No. Do not want liquid. I guess this basically works. Although this might make it too wide, I don't know. It's like I eyeball everything. I don't know the. Well, especially it's like so, you know, you can do like it's easy to do like mass versus thrust. But we do have a width measurement, but it's more like the thing I tend to run into is like, oh, this stage is hanging over the other stages, and so it's like it's no longer like a cone, so to speak. But yeah, we could get rid of that. Which would then make this the primary control. Wait, crew capacity 1. I mean, that's fine. And it has a reaction wheel, that's good. Oh, and we actually want to put a, I don't know, is 1310 enough? I think it's like, it was like 800 to get back from the moon, which would make that enough, but I personally, I prefer a little extra. Because I make huge mistakes, and like I could use this instead. Not sure what the like little knowledgeable if that has any bearing on anything. There we go. That's a nice double. Well, the thing is, we also have to land on the moon, so. Which, do people pronounce it moon? I'm realizing I don't even, like, I'm used to just reading the stuff, like, you know. Like, it could be like Mun, because it's not, you know, spelled moon. Anyway. Wait, is that even... I really feel like the jet tanks should be like more. I mean, you can tell because they don't have the like the little binary symbol, or I assume that's what that. Oh, that's no, that's just for different types. That has nothing to do with jet fuel. Which I hardly use that. I should use those more. It's just most of the time I'm just worried about like getting the design to work. Not so much the color scheme. Although sometimes I don't know. But yeah, my point being, there's been too many times I've accidentally put jet fuel on. But so this is our lander stage. I could put a more of a space stage. It's actually pretty wide, that tank there. Oh, although I'm actually, well, first of all, I need to put a separator or a decoupler. Because I do not want the lower stage to be stealing the fuel from the upper stage. These could also be on decouplers, I guess. Although we'll probably drop this entire stack when we're actually, like, in freefall. Boop, boop, doop, 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 doop. Also, I probably don't want that particular engine. Nice small engine. Actually, I could still go with these, which are way more than the Terrier. Here's the thing that's always thrown me off, is like, I feel like the efficiency is, like, you can work it out, but it's not all, it's, you know, it's like, this uses less thrust, but I mean, it uses less propellant, but the propellant and the thrust are not always, like, linear. Like, it's like roughly twice as much fuel, but it's, I mean, it's more than twice, but twice as much vacuum velocity, but a lot much more, in atmosphere, which, in this case, we don't really need an atmosphere. I want to learn to use robotics. I mean, I know how they just, you know, they actuate. Like, I think we can put them on hotkeys. Bum, 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 bum. Well, like, that could be good for, like, fitting something into a fairing. But I wouldn't trust it for, like, a load-bearing thing, I feel like. It's just my professional opinion. Those seem a bit short. Like, the one thing we don't want to happen is for the engines to get crushed on our moon landing. Which it should be fine, but there is a clearance. I can make it 2 legs per, except that doesn't like automatically work like that. So that would be incrementally more stable. Also more weight, although we're not really a appreciable amount of weight. Oh, also this will need a frigging, whatchamacallit, parachute. Which that feels really small. I feel like I'm not realizing how the lander is bigger than the regular pod, maybe, or just, well, obviously it doesn't taper. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Let's see. Don't like that. I mean, it makes sense. It's like as I'm adding more weight, so it's the meters per second is going. Well, it's because this doesn't have an engine attached to it, really. Oh, did I not? I did not. I did not attach. Did I attach? No. Yes, this is something. Not the skipper. Poodle is a vacuum. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, that's interesting because now it's like this stage is 776, except that's not even. It's not even how any of this works. This should go here. Okay, but yeah, it's like this is 776, except you detach that. Wasn't it 1800? Am I crazy? Or is that was with the other engines? That would make a lot of sense. Okay. Okay, that is interesting there, right? But that's in atmosphere, I want to say, which would make sense because it has a severe atmosphere benefit. It uses 4 times as much fuel, but has like 3 point something vacuum thrust, but over 10 times the atmospheric thrust. So that's why it's like weirding me out. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. I mean, we'll find out pretty quick. It's like if it doesn't work, we can always just start over. It's like we start doing like a really involved mission. It might be. This ring bothers me, just because it I mean, it's it's technically it shouldn't affect aerodynamics that much. Just the fact that it's like hanging out. Bum 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 bum. Okay, now big old tank. Probably need more. I don't know. I believe this would be fine. I could check it against our previous design, which it would kind of be nice to just set it here. Which one? Centipede? I want to say it was our most successful. 3576 versus 2422. Although it did have like too much. If anything, I had like more than enough thrust. Also, we haven't put boosters on. Which it would be nice if I reduced the amount of boosters, possibly. Like a good normal 2 boosters. But we also have these massive Pollux. I mean, that's a little weird. I mean, that would do it. Kick back. Why didn't you do the thing? I mean, this looks more normal than my previous designs, other than this, the top part is a bit weird. Also, again, the gap is like, oh. I mean, it feels like it would like fill like a sail. Like the air goes in, but then it can't get out again. Closer. I mean, I feel like this could work. I just want to see what this does. Which is kind of the opposite of how engineering works. At least at this scale. Like, if you're making a toy model, you could just make it. This is like, okay, thrust. I 100% messed up the staging. But you're always supposed to double check the staging. Where's my? Okay. I'm just gonna have to redo that anyway. Okay, but it's just to see what this does. If it like, goes completely terrible. A little bit. Okay. Like, obviously could have used some fins because it's a bit of a mess, but it is somewhat workable. Didn't really answer the question about is that enough thrust. Gonna assume it's not enough thrust. Maybe add another fuel tank. It doesn't have to be that fuel tank, but it could. Well, that's all. There we go. That's a much more reasonable number. In fact, that it almost worked without the boosters. Bomb might actually try this, because removing the boosters removes complexity. Which, you know, as I'm doing this, I'm realizing, oh, I kind of should have put more science on. Maybe. Probably. Definitely. I don't know. Then again, I have a bad habit of putting way too much stuff on. I feel like, rather than, like, oh, just, you know, make something that has more thrust than it needs. Rather, I give it too much weight. Oh, that's not really working. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. That's okay. Also, I never actually fixed it. It's better to fix the staging problems here, or they'll actually be permanent. Well, not the problems, but the solution. Oh, that's right. I get no. Yes, but no. That should do it. That should do it. So, main rocket, space stage rocket, lander stage. 2.4.25. But it is nice having the higher ejection force. It reassures me. Although the good thing about having, if we just have two boosters, that allows us to angle in such a way that the boosters will like disconnect. Whereas if we have four boosters, at least one booster will be under the rocket, so to speak. And we can get away with two, especially with the like super heavy. Like these. There we go. That's it. A little bit weird there, but well, actually, that may be bad. Well, that. It's like almost anything. Like a lot of stuff, it's like if it intersects, it's maybe bad, but anything that's gonna detach, you don't want it already intersecting with the rocket, I'd say. Just move this a little bit. Okay, we'll chance it. Which we have more than enough thrust now. Well, at least for the top stage. And this should be pretty heavy. Okay. Now, wiggle it just a little bit. Yeah, I realized the problem with the previous design wasn't so much the aerodynamics as the rigidity, I think. Like, the top was literally leaning over, which we have now too, probably, because we're going slightly below what we're actually aiming at. But much better. And ooh, that's not what you want to see. I mean, that should still be fine. You can see our destination. Can't really roll. It's like you want to like straighten it out, but and that what good timing. It's space. Like, I could not have timed that better myself. Which, I mean, we probably would have got a bit further if, you know, we hadn't had that snafu with the tail breaking off. Boom, boom, boom. Which I could actually just add a maneuver like a smart person. Oh, that's not what I want. That was the opposite. Oh, that's a little too much. I guess I could just drag. It's like I like the clicking. It feels more precise. Yeah, that will circularize us. Which I really didn't need. It's like in this stage, it's like get somewhat of an orbit. Is the idea. Unless, no, I could try to, it's better to have an orbit before trying to get to the moon. Like, unless we're, like, specifically lined up perfectly, which I don't think we are. Could fast forward a bit. Wait till like 15 seconds out. Good to have your engine on. We are space. Now, then, bit much. Okay. We can do better than that. Oh, right. This. I'm gonna turn that down. Oops. That's pretty low. Okay. Okay. This will be slightly awkward as we run out of gas. Which I hope this ends up okay. Yes, no, maybe. Did we not focus on them? I felt like we... Maybe I just set this a target. Although, well, focusing on it would move me away. I guess it... I forgot it looks like this. Where did it go? I've forgotten how controls work. Try this. Okay. Okay, actually more speed. Which, I mean, that was like fine anyway. Okay, that's a bit close, but that's good. That's good because we're landing, so it's like, yeah. Though this feels wrong. Like what? Oh, I see. I feel like I might have hit the I hit the orbit button by accident and I thought I turned it back, but this is perfect. We're just going around an additional loop. Luckily, we have no worries about time, unless our contracts start burning out. Yay. Fast orders. We're landing. I guess I could have actually got these. I don't know. It's a huge pain to rotate over. I mean, you just need to do two different. You need to orbit it and then orbit it. Angle it and slow down. I find it awkward. Okay. And actually, usually I like landing here, but I feel like it might be, I don't know. I'm obviously not good at this. I'm like, well, we'd be going the same speed? I don't know. Could have went a little further. Should have went a little further. Well, I mean, actually, it would be good to not land at the exact same location as actually the point. Although it looks like we'll get into a crater, although we'll probably slow down more. You can see where we landed before. So we'd like to not land there exactly, which we won't, but pretty close. There we go. Killed our horizontal. So we land in this nice crater, which will definitely be a different biome. Yeah, I really need to remember to put lights on these things. Although I think if you're close enough to the ground for the lights to work, you might be too close anyway. Or there's a reason why flying by instruments is a thing. Also, legs. I hit the wrong button. Which is not what you want to hear your astronaut say. Oops, let's try it again. I meant to kill my speed. I almost killed my astronauts. Land. Yay. Okay. Success. And nice. Midlands. I thought we had a crater, but I believe you need like a special big crater. This is just regular. Is this even a crater? I don't, it feels pretty crater, right? I'd say it's a crater. That's a bigger crater. Like, there are some large craters. And we get material study. 100 science, nice. And also, I'm realizing I forgot to put a ladder on, but the ladder doesn't really matter on the moon. That kind of almost rhymed. Whatever you do, do not take your helmet off. Also, we actually don't need to get off unless we want to eat a moon rock, which I don't. It's kind of dark, but I don't see any. And we can actually get pretty far with a jetpack, but I don't really feel like doing that. Okay, we have well over 100 science, and we can hope. Actually, I should have put a hate shell on this, because I'm not sure it has ablative shielding. But we should also have more than enough fuel to like get into a somewhat normal orbit. Desperately need the whatever the upgrade is that lets you plan your route like from here would be good. Like we can't just start route planning while landed. But we should be fine. I mean, what we want to do is get orbital, I think. Technically, if we just go this way, if we just go the way we're going, we should go, we're basically orbiting Kerbin right now. So, going the way we're going would be equivalent to slowing our orbit. Let's save. Only we could save in real life. Although that would also instantly create a horror show. I don't know. It would. Yeah. Or how would that even work if like everyone could save their whatever. Okay, let's go. I should probably be get the fancy view. Which, actually, this is. There we go. We're fine. It's like that could have been better. Like I'm sure it makes sense. It's when you're the whole thing about going into orbit is that instead of going against gravity, you're going parallel or at a right angle to gravity. Never figured out how to focus on curve. It just seems to not be a thing. I assume because you're like always on, not all. I mean, you start on curve. It could be a mess if you're like you start on curve and focus on curve by X. I don't know. It's possible. Let's try to not do that. Ooh, that's a bit, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. If you say it's perfectly fine, it's well, at least I know one end is in the atmosphere. It's barely in it's really barely in the atmosphere. We are going a speed. So what's our height? Well, actually, let me just kill our. It's like we. I guess that would be fine. I want to kill our vertical speed. Or horizontal speed. Okay, we are going in. Oh, wait, wrong way. The reaction works really good on this. I suspect the, well, it's like obviously, the other ship had a really different design, but also I think the built-in reaction though is different than the one that bolts on. But yeah, as long as we're under 3,000, and I can do that. I don't know if that helps. Honestly, like I feel like having more stuff, like could this act as heat shield? I'm not really sure how that works. It's like it's blocking the atmosphere, but it's also getting hot itself. It's like it's more service area. We should be cool. I say as we burst into flames. Oh, I'm not very smart. We don't have any legs on the bottom of this. Also, the flames. Let's do one of these. That always seems to help. Okay. Well, now I feel really stupid. Because... Well, here's the thing. We still got some science. And that mostly worked. I may as well get this science. Like, frick. Like, my instinct is just to, scrub the entire mission, but we can get our science and we can do a new mission with a better ship, which is like the whole thing of the game. And technically I could open our chute now, which actually isn't the worst idea. I mean, other than losing the Science Junior, this was a pretty good landing. And a nice mix between not complete. I mean, we did burn up a little bit, but we didn't fully burn up, and we actually got back pretty quickly. Let's time over again. Where are we? Grass. Yeah, just grass. It would be good to get to the pole, but it's hard to get there by accident. Considering we tend to come in at equatorial orbit. And landing at a gentle speed. Yeah, so our two major mistakes. Well, I don't think I can actually do that. Unavailable. The door's right here. What do you mean unavailable? Well, we shouldn't be even fast enough. Okay, that kind of. I guess that makes sense. Deploy shoot. Yes. Oh, it's just Highlands. Everybody's been the Highlands. But at least we got a service sample. Okay, so just recover. And shine. No, I feel like half of the fun of the game is making mistakes, really. So we got a lot of science. Right, I keep forgetting we get science just for getting back from the moon, and we also got the service sample, of course, and everything but the science junior. So I call that a win. Not a complete win, but it does let us get almost. It almost can get 3 of these. So I'm thinking everything but this, because this is nice. But yeah, it's more for a standalone probe, less a lander, relander type thing. So it's an easy decision just to make things. And we almost have this tier done. And we could just go again. You know, but better. Okay, what were our mistakes? Our mistakes were tail broke off. Not really an easy fix for that. But the way this is built, it's like that was just kind of an oops. I mean, I could try to move. I think it might have been. This one's pretty close. And also, they're symmetrical, so it doesn't really. It's like, oops. It's like if one is close, another one is close. 3 is an idea. Wait, did it do the thing where it took the number from the number thing? That doesn't really work good. I mean, technically I could place them manually and they'd still be fine. Like, it's really convenient about figuring out where parts are. Try that. That's better. That's better at least. It looks a little, but it's fine. Like, they're good about, like, when you press a button, it doesn't move all of the parts. Like they sort of know which way to go. I think. Okay. Next step, heat shield. Or radiator panel, but probably heat shield. Which I'm never sure how, how these actually work. Like, they work. They seem to work. But like that. We'll see pretty quickly if it doesn't work. Now what we could do is add another, except another science junior wouldn't really help if we're just landing in one place. Well, I could actually add my science suite that I desperately I should just save as a part or whatever, like a sub assembly. Oh, we didn't have a battery either. That would have been, which we don't really need apparently, but it's always good to have batteries. Battery, mystery goo, not that many mystery goo. Moon mystery goo, and then there we go. Standard. I think we have to advanced mode. Subassemblies? Yes. I dug the science box. It's a science box. It does science. It's not really a box though. But ooh, we got the fancy landing struts, which much better, although possibly too big. Like they weigh significantly more. I mean, like percentage-wise, not really weight-wise, but yeah. I mean, these should be fine. Let me think about that. It's like, this is for the like lander stage. It just needs to spring on the ground a little bit, basically. You know, I could put another heat shield on. Kind of makes sense. I don't think they weigh very much. No, that's too big. That's too small. There we go. Except that, just hope that works. Okay, that's fine. We want to test the doors open. I believe they should be fine. It's just good to check. We don't want to get there and be like, oh, the doors were up. Okay. So heat shield and legs. That's all you really need. And also the advanced science suite. These I could put the big legs on, especially because we already have twice as many legs as we really need. So a slight increase. It's 015 to 05. So that's like 3 point something, 3.3. But we're cutting in half, so it's only like 1.5 times as much weight, and we get this nice clearance off the engines. Okay. So the only thing is, we'd like to land not in the same biome again. Just kind of a problem. Let's save for a second. Which I should really look into the other moon, the Minmus. Right. Let's double check mission control. Oh, well, that would technically be a reason to do a two-stage thing, but also, repair a satellite. I'm intrigued because that would mean there would be a satellite, I guess. Like, I'm curious if the satellite has anything else that's of use to us. Launching a satellite, that's interesting. But that's like a whole situation. Oh, these guys only need a flyby. Which technically we could take some of the moon, but we only have one. Oh, service outpost. I don't know how that works. Huh. I mean, I guess it's basically just like a thing. Like, the only difference between a service outpost and a rocket is the rocket has rockets, engines, which the outpost could also have engines, theoretically. I'm intrigued, but not right this second. Although 13-year duration, so we may as well take it, because we'll do that eventually, right? So this doesn't have a duration. Unless I'm just not seeing it. Oh, direct. Maybe it did. No, it didn't. So, like, this is also something we want. Just not right this second. What kind of orbit? I'm not sure what this means. I think this inclination means it's fairly equatorial. Excuse me. Double excuse me. Or maybe not. Maybe it could be the other way around. Well, regardless, I do like the idea of building satellites. So, we'll take them. It's like this we could do if we, like, set up, if we got into a different orbit, which would totally work. Not sure if the weird thing about the temperature is it's just a thermometer, but I think the thermometer lets us take infinite reading, but I don't know if that's actually. Of course, if I thought that was the case, why do I have multiple thermometers? Well, I don't know. Well, it's like, it makes sense, but I don't know if that's really how it works. Because it's like, you just, I mean, you could say that about, well, not the, like, advanced stuff, but, like, the barometer also, you think, oh, just take the pressure, write it down. I guess I could look that, we'll look that up, just 1 second. Kerbal use thermometer. Unclear. Hmm. No. It's like, well, you have to transmit the data, which we would need the. I mean, I can just pack more thermometers because thermometers. So I just need 4 thermometers, and that would give us a working mission. Thermometer. Why are you like this? It's not, technically I could put it on the battery. Yeah. Yep, just a bunch of thermometers on the battery. Not like the battery would, you know. It's funny because it's in space. I mean, I guess a thermometer works better in space than a barometer because it does heat up. You know, it's like there is a temperature, but it's just it's a weird thing because it's attached to the battery. You'd think the battery, you know, would have to transfer more heat than space. Oh well. Then again, they do give us they do give you a lot of things that don't really make any sense, and sometimes you have to. It's like you can't just not do an experiment because it seems like it won't work. It's important to check, I guess. I think we're good. I think we're good. Am I forgetting something? Oh well. Oh, here we go again. Okay, so our plan is get into equatorial orbit above whatever the height is, 11.7 thousand. And wait a second. Oh, okay, well that's 2 different things. It's like all of these we can do above 11.7. These we need to be below 8,800. We'll figure it out. Like we can just do one and then the other. Because we'll just have to do like an orbit basically, unless we like don't sync up quite right. I don't know. Okay. 11.7, which I'm not going to remember that. But it's right. There's reasons here. Actually, if I could pin that would be. Okay, lift off. Throttle and start drifting. Get freaked out because the camera got turned around and it feels wrong. Which it's kind of funny, like I assume if I really wanted to, I could make it so this way was like up or down instead of to the right. I mean, it makes sense because it's, you know, east or west. I want to say east. us out of it. Yay, we didn't lose our friggin' thing. Although we are wibble wobbling. Which I probably want to just stability assist. Is a good move. Hoping we're not too low. I think we might have gone horizontal a bit early. Then again, this engine is made for atmosphere, so ideally we do want to burn out, like, on the way out. Though it's a bit early this time. Not super early, but probably okay. It'll be okay. Actually, if I lose you, yeah, we're okay. But it's just like somehow managed to be a bit worse than the like complete mess up or whatever. Oh, we are in space. But yeah, I don't really need to plan this out like I did before. Just go until you're round. Program. Boom. The moon is going to be slightly tricky because we want to get on a polar orbit. Space. Okay. Nice. Actually, we're not a bad position to move on. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's like at the most we just circle around. No, our issue was 2 million. Oh, that's like the satellite. I don't know. I'm not a fan of how cluttered it can get with the mission parameters. I didn't realize it was a moon satellite. I just saw satellite, which moon satellite is also good because ideally we're gonna want satellites here and probably one at least on the far side of the moon, which I mean means multiple satellites anyway. Well, I guess like a geostationary. Is it we'll call it geostationary. Like we could hook it up so it's like always on the far side of them, I think. Wait, where is... That's a bit bothersome. There we go. 1.92. Nope. Easy. I love it. I love actually knowing how this thing works. Like, which I'm sure the game must tell you. It's just that the like click and drag is like intuitive. Oh, you know, I can't help but notice we're on a bit of an inclination. To actually be kind of with a light, except that's not really helping. It's weird, actually. I think that would, right? Is that weird? Like, the earlier we move, the less we have to. Bam. It's not perfect. It doesn't really need to be perfect. But, oh, I'm hitting the wrong. It's because I think it's because we're like based on Kerbals, angle or whatever. Yeah, that's basically. And we can work from there. It doesn't need to be. It's just, you know, this way. If we're in a somewhat polar orbit, we'll cycle through the various. Which these are so clustered together, we could actually probably do it like. This is fine. This is good. That's a little bit close, to be honest. That's perfect. Okay. And we'll want to line up. If it's trying to go perfect. Why is it finding me? Like, we're not in the atmosphere, so it shouldn't be finding me. But okay. And 45 seconds. So we wait until like 22 seconds. Should we get a better view, more photogenic? But we're not. We really need to get Jeb up so we can actually target the node himself. Try to, oh, that's what we call not dead usually. Okay, we're gonna hope that works. Actually, we could. Since it's just clearly not. That's good enough. Just don't want to hit those moon mountains. Okay, so we moon. Actually, let's go back to us. Do. Here we go. This nice slingshot sort of thing going on. Now we just get in there and slow down. Might want to actually use the fast forward warp rather than. The worst thing is just completely fast forwarding past your turn or in your maneuver. Actually get in there a little bit more. Oh, right, I said 11 something. It'd be a good time to double check that. 11.7 is our minimum, unless we go for the low. Which, I mean, we actually want to be above that, so that this is fine. It's just if we want to get everything, we're going to want to drop down. Okay, so we have crew report, we have thermometer, and now we wait. Which is looking like we could have picked a better angle for this. Look how we get motion sickness. Actually, this might be a good time to focus on the moon, so it doesn't do what it was just doing. See, this is nice, right? Okay. I'm not sure how close we actually need to be. Can we see it? No. I'll try anyway. Crew report. Doesn't look like it. Ooh, fuck! Sorry. But no, that's actually really bad if you don't get it again. I don't want to wait to go around it. Which I could have used warp, but warp is slow sometimes. Okay, we apparently missed one. Let me just try it. Just like, it says we're leaving, but does it mean we left? Yes. Oh well. I mean, I don't think any of our contracts are gonna run out. Actually, we might get this on the next pass. Yeah. And then we'll get the other one probably as we're doing the satellites. Like the thermometers, the temperature. Except it doesn't really work like that. I'm like, well, they're lined up this way, but we're not going to be, moon men. This should be interesting though, because we have to actually get them like on one shot, which it's fairly a long amount of time. Oh, I need to lower my altitude is actually a problem. Let's do that. Except I'm not sure. How this is gonna work. We need to get as low as 8,800 meters. Which I can't really tell what the height is right here specifically. And actually getting under 10k is dangerous? Maybe? What are we now? 70. Well, that doesn't. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say this is like 12. 10. I mean, from here it looks like there's plenty of room. Okay, that's big danger. That's you know, I could have circularized my orbit. Well, we're fine, probably. Worst case, we land here. We get the stuff on another go around. Actually, I'm worried we're not even lined up properly. Like, I should have waited until the next go around. Also, we're too high. Open your doors. Okay. But no, but we were too high. So this is a huge mistake. No. There's one. It's become kind of a huge problem. So, it's kind of the opposite of what we want to do. Actually, am I even going? I'm not. Like I'm not going the right way at all. I'm going towards this one, which is an idea. But I'm also there's something there I can grab. You know, I feel like the smart thing to do is just jump worth the mission at this point. By which I mean land. Just forget this. It's like I could relaunch into a new polar orbit. Also, we're kind of heading for a slope, which is bad. Whoa, that's not the button I want to press. In like either case, I think we're okay. Okay, I mean, maybe. Oh, that's a not okay. That's possibly the worst thing that could happen. Well, F. It's like, that's why we don't, you know, start flying by eye. Oh. Well, probably time to revert. Possibly time to just stop. Well, this is actually an interesting. So I wonder if I can hold it. I can like roll like a wheel. Does that actually do anything for me? Yeah. I mean, this is terrible, but it's the new form of transportation. We're gonna explode. There goes my leg. I mean, this is actually surprisingly effective. But yeah, so I want to check this out. Poor Jeb. This thing's so maneuverable. Oh, he's upside down. Of course he's upside down. What are you an actual thing, or is this just like a mini crater? That is some jump. Service sample. Just highlands. So which would be good signs, but this is a total this was a mistake. F. Actually, can we just launch into? I mean, I'm not rescuing Jet again, at least not now. But can we just launch into orbit from the moon? I want to say maybe. Looks like. I mean, it's not like there's an atmosphere, so we'd have to get like an actual orbit. I believe the answer is yes. But I think I might just stop, because we need to revert. And basically it'd be, we need to do the same thing again, but not make huge mistakes, which the thing to do would be to just, well, we had like an entire orbit where we could have you know, the word. We could have fixed our orbit, and we didn't, and you know, the problem being we can't like see where the, or possibly we could have set the mission target as an actual target. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know. Let me just see what. I mean, I could do it again. Okay, we'll just one more time. I feel like the problem with playing Kerbal is I feel like I have like a certain amount I can do, and it just kind of becomes, I stop thinking about what I'm like. It gets too much like, oh, you can't do that. Actually, try not to go as horizontal as last time. But yeah, like you start going on autopilot, and you need to be thoughtful and deliberate in space. And yes, always try to straighten out with growth rate as we're like releasing, unless you're at like a specific, like you're trying to like break away from the whatchamacallits boosters. Like at an angle. Okay, how are we doing? Much better than last time, I feel. Like every drop of fuel at this point is more fuel later. Oh, oh. Go. It's having trouble turning because it weighs so much more with its big fat butt. It's fine. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Okay. One last situation. Ooh, excuse me. You like, I mean, put it there. That's actually not bad. Okay, let's do it again. You know, I could aim for like a angular orbit. Is an idea. Oops. Not the way we want to go. I kind of hate the drag controls. Whoops. There we go. That's a reasonable. That's weird. Bum, bum, bum. Turn it down. except we've learned we want to use these. I actually want to turn this up. It doesn't feel like it's working as well as it was. Well, I think the thing was last time we were already on like a tilt. Oops. Just kind of a huge mess. That's about right, but not as well. I want to turn that down. Suppose, no. I feel like I want to start over. Like, I think the first time my orbit was just destroyed already. And so... Because I did find it weird that I was using the, like, radio out instead of the, like, whatever the other one's called. The triangle. Oh, also I should mess with this. Would help. Okay. So I'll actually see. It's not doing anything. Then again, this also isn't doing anything. That is doing something. But why is space so difficult? Well, here's my theory. It's the problem is that we're going off of curvables, which I said this last time, but now I'm like, because it's like we want to change our orbit based on this orbit. We're changing it, which they're lined up. They should be the same direction. But I'll just actually work on getting to the moon first. Which the thing is, it's like usually it's best to make your changes early, because then it costs less. Oops. That's good enough. But so now I think we can do it from here. Which honestly, that's too much meters per second. That's very wrong. Not from here. That's almost reasonable. Here. Actually, does this help with this rate? Because that looks more right? That looks, yeah. I feel like this can work. Worst case scenario, we just don't land. Which sounds like a fail in most cases, but in this case, like, Here we come. Which actually I want to line up because we're very much not prepared this time. Doing this weird 3-axis. Oh, well that's fine. Everything's fine. Ignore the spinning orbital marker things. Okay, cool. Which also we could do this starting here. Because we need to get closer. The periapsis. Which I've played this game for I don't know how long. I should really have the lingo down better. Wait, I'm not used to actually saying it, so like, oh yes, it's that thing. Okay. Which I guess I suspect the thing I was saying about like, oh, it's better to go slow over a long period. Like, it's just in atmosphere, you're finding the atmosphere, so it makes sense that you want to go full throttle. It's just ignoring the atmosphere. Like, well, yeah, it would make sense to make more precise movements under thrust. Unless there's like another efficiency thing built in. Which actually we need to get much lower than this. Why did I specifically? Okay, again, it's 11.7. Well, it's above 11.7, so technically we're fine. If anything, a higher orbit means we're fast. Except I don't know what the upper limit is. I assume anything in orbit. But I don't know. You know, it's like above this, but I assume it doesn't mean like a million miles. I mean, I don't even know if. Can you even meaningfully orbit the moon at 1,000,000 miles? Like, I feel like at that point you'd be going. I don't know. I don't know how space works. So maybe I will at least drop it down to like a reasonable. I mean, this is pretty reasonable, to be honest, but like, it doesn't need to be anywhere near 10K, but just 100 does feel like really high. Like if it was Kerbin, we'd be out of the atmosphere. That's reasonable. I am starting to worry about landing though, because I think like I said, 800 is technically enough to get back. Well, I guess I can always save before landing. I should really save a lot more. We'd save a lot of headaches. Okay, we're focused on the moon, right? So it doesn't give us like motion sickness. Okay. Actually, let's save right now. Like, saving is almost never bad. Sometimes it can get awkward if we're loading a lot. Usually, if we're loading a lot, it means something has gone horribly wrong and Jeb is, like, space stuck. Don't think this is close enough. I really do not want to blow past it. I'd like to get everything in one go. Yeah, I think this is too far. If it's not too far, we'd probably be able to get it again. I really wish it would like show the distance better. It's like it's basically a point, but it's actually a circle or a sphere or something. Or I mean, probably like a cylinder. This I feel pretty good about. Save again. Always be safe. Okay. Well, I say okay, but you're like, you actually need to get in the range. Yay. Miscalculation. Sounds more like my miscalculation. Okay, we got our first thing. Just save every time we do something. Which, yeah, I think another round. Well, it's fine. If it's not fine, we'll load. Gotta be careful with that 1,000 times, though. Well, I think the thing that throws me off is it's not like, it ramps up, is the thing. So it's not like instantly 1,000, instantly, like, it speeds up and then it slows down again. Yay. Please give me my group report. Even though we're throwing out these group reports. Like, It's like, yeah, we went there. Actually, this is gonna be awkward. I may as well save anyway, though, because like, if I miss it, then I miss it. There's not really. It does look like it might get missed, though. Oh well. Okay. New thing is we need to get below 8.8. Honestly, it doesn't matter where. But not much below. Okay. Double check we're not, like, obviously hitting anything. Gonna want to be a bit careful with this one. Okay, that's a bit close. I think we're okay, but jeez, like, might not want to save until we at least complete all of it, because we're gonna get close. Like, I think it's actually 5K problem. I have to assume they wouldn't. Well, I say that. It's like, assuming they were designed forgivingly, they probably don't put those below the height of a mountain. Oh, cannot. Well, that's not good. Cannot warp because we're too low. That's actually really painful. Honestly, those are so. It's like, you know what I could do? I could just change our angle so we actually pass through those. Except they're also rotating, so it's like we're trying to hit a moving target. But this is gonna take forever if I have to, like, how far? So 8 minutes would be like 48 seconds. That sounds about right. At 10x speed. So... Like, you can't even see it rotating now. I could go to the tracking station. Actually, okay, save. Let's do that. Let's go to the tracking station. And yeah. Although I really want to just track the moon. Oh wait, there's more, except I don't have those. Okay, I don't have those. Wait, there's looks like the ship exploded. Okay, but that kind of makes my job easier. Well, quick save. Okay, so too low, which okay. Hold on. I kind of wish I could pause. Once I can pause. Can we go this way? Will that excuse me. But that's kind of a lot of thrust. But okay, probably. Okay. Next, I'm gonna wanna kind of fix that. Well, I'm just wondering how soon I think we have at least until we clear this edge. Like, I'm entering the site. Give me thermometer. Please. Quickly. Bomb temperature. Okay. That's one. And now we actually want to do that. I think we're okay. Now, give me different thermometer? It doesn't really matter. Does it matter? I don't know. Okay. Oh, did I get two with one? Well, this one is a problem, but our fuel. Okay, new plan. We leave. We accelerate. We forget. Like, we should also fix our orbit. Actually, it looks like we're gonna make it anyway. Because we should be rising. Yeah. Okay. You know, technically this isn't that bad, because this way is kind of like, the way we need to go. I can... 2.3. 1. Well, that's better. So I feel like that means we should just go now, almost. But that's... But technically, we'd want to go a little bit earlier. 8.4. 694. Well, really, we just need to get escape. So actually, it's positioning that we should be worrying about, not speed. That's probably good. Actually, so we probably would have been fine if we had took off right there. Although that's also a little low, which that's kind of the whole thing, is we actually get that, like, we get more of like a gravity turn the lower we are, I think. Okay. Um, 3-second burn. That's kind of amazing, really. Just a boop, and we'll be off. Oh, you know what? I should actually try to get some freaking science if I can. That's not a lot of science, but that is some science. Kinda like, what a fiasco. Actually, I could have went there. Oh, hold on. Okay. Here we go. Everyone clapped. Okay. Like, the upshot is we got, you know, most of our missions done. We got world first milestone, except that was... I feel like I should have got that a long time ago. But we did get some research. Which makes sense because those were all research. Except, well, the career part. Well, that kind of is technically everything is research. At this stage. Okay. 158, nice. You know, to play it safe, I should edit my orbit from here. But that's also boring. No, but yeah, but. Give me my controls. Okay. 14, we have a whole 14 minutes. I aspire to someday leave the freaking this range. Like, okay. Are you ready, kids? And that is okay. You know, I could have went a little more shallow, but should be cool. Actually, ooh, that's a d6. We should be okay. It's like I can slow us down, but these don't work the best in atmosphere. Just see if this. Okay, that actually is a noticeable change. Cool. We should be in. Like, it's good to keep it under 3,000. Is a good general rule, and then once we're under 2,000, we're pretty safe. I could. What? We already did the. Pretty sure this one. Oh, okay. Did I do this? Oh, cool. Close that. Just. I have no idea if it helps or not. It feels wrong to enter the atmosphere with the doors open. Oh, we're actually we're circling. Great. Okay, I should have went. I should have actually went 50. I was just like the slower we go, the less likely we are to burn up. There's a fine line there. But this is fine. It's not like we're at the extreme range where we're at like 70 versus a million. Like we're actually very circular. We're actually probably gonna just stay in the atmosphere. What is going on? 88. And we are a little bit out of the atmosphere. Okay, but this time we'll win out. Wave high to the space center. Or high. I guess it's kind of both. Which I keep forgetting. I could start at the various launch sites and just get a little bit more science. Or possibly they might be good for. I'm sure they have some utility for something. Like this one's a little more polar, but doesn't matter in any way. Okay, I should go back to we can see if we're burning or not. 8 days in space. Jeb is a hero. He deserves another star, though. So I need to get him to Minmus, I guess. It seems to be how it works. I don't really know. Okay, we are cooking. Yep. Periapsis has gone negative. But yeah, building a base sounds interesting. I mean, if it would be more of an actual base, it would just be like a habitat. I say habitat. It's like probably the hitchhiker can plus a solar panel plus an antenna. Like, technically, I like to imagine the Kerbals are like photosynthetic, although that still wouldn't really fix everything. It's like, well, they don't need to eat, basically. Do. Should be good. We broke through the 2000 barrier. Which technically, it's not a hard roll, it's just like if you're on a certain range of trajectories. Like 2000 at ground level wouldn't be good. Should we are on the land view, although hard to tell. Well, it does look like land, mountains, perhaps. There are like roads. 15,000 years. I'm gonna drop that. Interesting, I'm falling fast. Well, I mean, it is wider. Actually, this is it's not going to be underneath anything. We should be fine though. But yeah. Just your average view. There she goes. Nice. But cool. You technically could EVA on the way down. That also seems dangerous. We've had enough accidents this stream. Oh, this is upside down. I mean, I know he got out upside down. I think the other one was flipped. Because, well, this is right side up. Okay. I think this is right. Oh, this is cool. Hmm. Oh, we fell off. Okay. EVA. Yeah, this is just grasslands. Although we've never gotten dirt before. We can. Well, I wish we could like we could see what the science would be without resetting. Because I suspect we might get more science here. Because we got a very poor reading. And apparently we never actually bit the grasslands. So I'm not sure if that's the same. I think that's roughly what we had before. Kind of the same thing here. Like, what's this? 6.9. 3. Well, that's a shame. Good news is we got money, which we wouldn't need money if we were on science. Capitalism. Yay. Okay, I think we're good. Could. Okay. No, forgot. Applaud the sun. Well, we should. Well, I guess we didn't land, so we don't get the landing signs. We got 45 science. That's not. I mean, we got all that science from the missions. Oh, we got a tiny bit from orbit. No XP gain. Our money is great though, and almost could get one of these. We could get the propulsion system, the spark. Kind of think I might want one of these next sections. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, we could build a helicopter. I've never really used most of this stuff. The old rock wax. Yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.